It's such a fine line between stupid and clever.
Yeah, it's just that little turnabout.
You're listening to The Mean Geek, comics podcasting on the very ragged, raw, leading edge of friggin' civility.
So I'm reading the comic news this week.
Always the scintillating part of the day.
It's one of the more aggravating moments of my afternoon, and I found that Captain America is going to be a USO performer.
A what?
Yeah. They put him through the training, they put him through the super soldier serum, and then they realize because Erskine's dead, he's way too valuable to put on a battlefield, so they make him a USO show performer.
Come on.
They wrote it down,
So
man.
basically,
It's published.
Captain America will be Michigan J. Frog.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, my ragtime gal.
And that's supposed to explain his colorful costume.
Dude, seriously?
Yeah.
That's appalling.
Yeah, it's one of the lamer things I've read so far in this short period of the year that's going on right now. Wow, that couldn't have been much lamer.
I mean, honestly, why would you even consider messing with Captain America's origin?
Well, you figure this guy admits that he's not a comic guy, which hasn't always been the worst thing on the planet for someone producing comics.
How
because
so?
Nolan didn't give a shit. He never read anything. He caught up on the fly when he was making the Batmans. So,
Yeah, but he's also a artiste, if you will. And God knows I hate that expression, but that man's an excellent director, a strong visualist. You know, he was going to make a decent movie. Who are we talking making the Cap film?
I don't remember.
What has he done?
I don't remember.
That in itself says something,
It says a lot.
and none
It
of it
tells me I
good.
wasn't excited about hearing his name.
I don't like comic. You know,
Well, no, he didn't say he didn't like comics. He's just like, I never bothered reading them.
dude, if you like them, you read them. I mean, come on.
And just so you know, kids, Scarlett Johansson's on the screen.
Dun, dun,
And she's
dun.
really hot.
We're watching The Island, kids. It's not like there's some sort of weird screensaver flowing through here.
I was quite happy with this flick, really.
Miles above what I expected from Michael Bay.
Yeah.
Of course, that's not hard.
No, it's not difficult at all, because his idea, I mean, we saw what he, no, you didn't, but you will see what he thinks of, ideas for film.
What do you mean?
When I give you the essential 10 South Parks,
Ah.
the 3-part episode will count as one because it's one story. So, theoretically, it'll be, the top 13 South Parks.
Madness.
But that they had a situation where they thought, we need people who can think up ideas, who can be really creative. So they get a bunch of directors in there and like, look, we need ideas about what to do about this situation. And they're like, right. So then there's this big thing and it goes, bah! And there's an explosion and it happens and it goes, bah! It's like, no, those are special effects, Michael. Those aren't ideas.
Wow.
And then they did that with like 4 other directors and like
Madness.
M. Night Shyamalan.
And this is making the top 10?
Shit, yeah.
Okay.
This is a great episode. You'll love it just from, looking in the background, seeing what you can catch.
I am excited. You've been talking about this top 10 South Park thing for me for some time.
I've got all the files available. I just got to put them together on a disc for you.
Did you get the input from the girl yet?
No, she hasn't said shit. So, if she wants to email me something, I'll slap it in there. I don't care. Or,
Have her top 10 and compare?
yeah.
We'll have a viewing.
A viewing. That's a good idea, actually. So, kids, write in and tell us what your top 10 South Park episodes are. We'd
Because
love to hear
the
from
Reverend has almost no South Park experience whatsoever.
you. Which I consider to be a goddamn crime.
I mean, let's be honest. Well, I watched the first season like everybody did. I watched parts of the second season, but not all of it. And since then, other than a few episodes you've made me watch, like Lemmy Winks and Red Sleigh Down, both of which I'm like, get the fuck out of the room and watch this. What the fuck am I watching? There's a lemming in this guy's colon. You're a douche. That kid's is a verbatim conversation.
Yeah, it was Death Camp of Tolerance is what it was.
That's what?
That's the name of the show, Death Camp of
Of
Tolerance.
course, yeah.
Because the other plot thread was the kids being in a camp designed to teach them tolerance. But it was run by a German man.
Oh, dear God. Oh, dear
Every
God.
time they cut scenes into, they cut from Lemmy Winks to the kids in the camp, it switched from color to black and white.
Dear Lord.
Oh, it was a great episode.
So now, are you pro? First off, did Red Sleigh Down or Lemmy Winks or Death Camp of Tolerance make it into the top 10?
Death Camp of Tolerance is probably 6.
6 of the 10.
Yes.
But no Red Sleigh Down?
Well, you've already seen it, so it doesn't really need to be on that list.
top 10 is top 10. It's not what has he seen. If Red Sleigh Down is the best one of that season, that's the one that should go in, right?
Yeah, I was considering...
Oh, so you haven't fully hammered down your finals yet?
No.
Okay.
I've got a good framework to go with. I know of several that are going to be there.
The definitive.
I've got to firm it up.
Well, you've had that issue before.
No, not really.
And
I don't drink whiskey.
Fuck off. All right. So, getting back, Captain America, the USO performer.
Yes.
That dude, if he wears Star Spangled Tassels, I'm walking the fuck out.
Star Spangled Tassels. Wow, that's insane.
Dude, that's a horror. Like, there are so many movies, and I have a respect. Let's be honest, I really do. I have a respect for people having to change things to work in film.
Yeah,
All
it's
right?
just fine. As long as they don't get stupid with it. Just out and out.
Upgrading
uselessly
Iron
silly.
Man to Out of Korea, probably a good move since, we're in the aughts. Stepping outside of comics for a second, moving the death of Boromir to the end of Lord of the Rings 1 gave you a big action scene and a huge moment to end on, as opposed to opening, bizarrely, and ending on a dull, we're walking, we're talking, we're walking, and we're talking. No.
Poor Joel couldn't handle it. He's like,
Well,
all right, you're a little too strident
that's
with
your
this.
purist. And that's the people who generally go to the comic book movies. But here, with Captain America's origin, it's not like you don't have a film-worthy origin.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to war. I'm going to war in the flag. That explains the goddamn fucking costume.
What more do you need, really? I mean,
you have a guy go, why the fuck is he wearing that? They base it on the flag. Done. Covered.
Finished. Hi.
Fat guy scientist A and fat guy scientist B sitting there going, that's weird looking. Erskine designed it on the flag, and they're doing it as a tribute. Cha-cha.
All done.
Fat guy scientist A named Kirby, fat guy scientist B named Lee. It's not like rocket science here. What? But no, let's put him in the USO and have him dance on stage holding shit up because he's really strong and blonde.
No, that's stupid.
First off,
Well, the worst thing about even thinking about these things, no matter what they announce, is the same thing that has been a pain in the ass about comic movies since '89.
which is...
None of it's going to matter because we don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah, but you know what?
We all thought that Keaton was the worst possible choice on the planet for Batman. And he certainly was no Christian Bale. But,
He was a highlight of the 3 original Batmans.
Yeah.
But-
back then, who would you really have chosen back then?
It's a valid point, but Burton had an image and he followed it.
Yeah.
But I think at the same time, Keaton as Batman is also, I'm Batman. Do you think that performance holds up?
You know, I haven't seen it since the new ones came out.
And you loved it.
Yeah, I did.
I didn't overly love it, so I don't feel that bad about not having seen it. But I didn't like the Joker, Jack Nicholson, campy annoyingness then. I'm pretty sure I'm going to hate it now.
Well, see, and that's another point. What will truly last? I mean, after we see it 6 or 8 times, are we going to get used to it and not give a shit because the rest of it is so well executed? To a degree,
I mean, that's the extent. You get fandom, of course, is for the young in many degrees. You know,
Yes.
When you were 6, you could watch Star Wars every day, and did. Let's be honest, and not have any issues with it. Now, of course, you can't do that with something. Hell, you can't even do that with Star Wars, and you still watch the same thing over and over again more than anybody I know.
I fell asleep to it last night.
Exactly, you terrifying freak.
I threw in Empire, and I'm like, I gotta fall asleep somehow because I'm excited, and I need something I know that will
something comfortable.
Before they even invaded Hoth, I was like,
But you know, I do almost feel bad for kids of today because there are so many options that things don't have the meaning that they did. Like, how quickly did the Terminator become the Matrix? The Terminator 2 was the sci-fi blow-away epic.
oh yeah,
And you're like, oh my god, nothing is ever going to top these effects. The dude is metal. And they shoot him in the face and it turns part metal and he keeps coming.
Yeah.
And you're like, what, really? What? Wow.
And 7 short years later.
The Matrix. And then the Matrix blows everybody out of the water. And now you've got Avatar. Fine.
Put down the booze. All right, I retract the
There you go.
previous directive.
But no, you don't have that lifespan. When Star Wars came out, nothing was, you're like, this is the best movie I've ever seen. And then Star Trek the movie came out, and you're like, Star Wars is the best movie I've ever seen. And The Last Starfighter came out, and you're like, Star Wars is the best movie. What you were sitting there going, you know what's a better sci-fi movie is Enemy Mine. Fuck you. What the hell is wrong with you? Louis Gossett Jr. in a plastic face making clicking noises? Get the fuck out of here with that.
Having a baby.
Oh, yeah, that was a gem of a moment.
Without first having been impregnated.
Which I appreciated. Because if that were the other option...
Yeah, if I had to watch lizard sex, I wouldn't have appreciated
with
that.
Dennis Quaid. Bomb chicka. Oh, my living fuck. Now,
Hi, Scarlett. How are you?
so that's the thing. Like, nowadays, there's so many different aspects that you can't... I mean, how badly did you love the Hall of Super Friends cartoon? Because there was no other cool action-based superhero cartoon for you.
I remember watching it. I remember watching it frequently. I don't, however, remember loving it.
No. Well, I would have pegged you for a big fan of that one.
did watch it a
I
lot.
was rooted for the villains, which says a lot about my character.
But, that was 32 fucking years ago.
Admittedly.
I don't remember if I was excited or not.
One can
I
assume.
just remember watching it.
Now, did you follow the Batman TV show?
When I was in the single digits, I looked for it. I tried to find it everywhere I could. And when it was on, I definitely watched it.
Bam! Pow! I mean, I watched that shit, but I knew I was a retard.
I listen to that theme now, and I'm like, it's actually kind of the music itself is actually kind of swinging.
Yeah, hey, I own the Roosevelt Franklin soundtrack from Sesame Street, But I do feel that there is a problem. It's almost unfortunate. You can't, of course, go back in time and say, "Oh, you get less options, so you'll enjoy things more." But with video games and books and movies, there's so many different options that we didn't have. Nothing's ever going to be Star Wars again.
Yeah. I forgot Steve Buscemi was in this.
Yeah. Been a while since you've seen this film, then.
Yeah.
All right, so Captain America. So if they're doing that to Captain America, that just makes me uncomfortable because that means Thor, the one that scares the bejesus out of me, Look, Thor's impossible to write anyway.
It's very difficult.
All right? I'm going to have you say thou and hit something with a hammer is generally the level.
You get Michael Bay to do Thor. That's
Thor the movie, written by Tom DeFalco. Directed by Hugh Bull.
Hey. That's just unacceptable.
He made Postal, and you loved Postal.
No, I didn't.
You might have.
I didn't even see it.
You will. And
I
you'll love
won't.
it.
Not unless you pop it in during a recording. That's not getting anywhere near any TV I'm in front of. No, and hey, fuck no. And Chris Pine is going to do Thor.
Chris Pine.
The new Kirk. No, not the new Kirk. Not Chris Pine. George Kirk from the new movie. From the new Star Trek.
Who was he?
I don't remember the guy's name.
But who was he?
What do you mean, who was he?
You don't remember the guy's name? Oh, the father.
The actor. I don't remember the actor.
Ah, okay.
George Kirk.
I was like, who the hell did George Kirk play? What the fuck are you talking about?
Okay, I kind of goofed on that one.
All right. I don't know that dude well enough to be excited or appalled by that. I think
he's
Thor
big, so that's a good start. I mean, it's better than throwing somebody like fucking Steve Buscemi as Thor.
Well, the acting would be good. By the hammer of Grayskull! Wait, no, Steve, no. That's incredibly wrong. It's my indie ironic side coming out. Yeah, no.
No, we don't need that. We're strictly mainstream action crap right now.
All right.
But if they're going to do that, the Cap, and I can see, if we're lucky, we'll get away with, it's one scene, and then the USO show gets bombed by a bunch of fucking Stukas, and then he jumps into action, and we'll be happy. If we're lucky, we'll get away with something like that.
If we're really lucky, if we get away with something like that.
I'm not entirely certain we can be that lucky.
Yeah, I don't like it. I mean, I don't have a problem changing something if it doesn't work. But you're changing something that's filmable easily.
Yeah, it is.
Really, I think the costume would be hard to explain, so let's put him in the USO. Who's going to play Bob Hope? Really, if you're going to piss on my dreams, then...
Steve Buscemi can play Bob Hope.
That's very kind.
He would do it. I heard he's a geeky kind of guy.
Now, have you watched the last Hulk movie yet?
Well, Ed Norton?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, fuck yeah.
I have not. I don't know.
Really?
I've never seen either of the Hulk movies.
I thought I encouraged you to do that.
I don't do what you encourage me to do.
See? This is what I get, man. I try to be a good fucking friend.
No, I don't remember.
I get him out in the public. He can do his goofy little, I'm smarter than everybody else routine, so... and then he doesn't do what I say. So, Rev.
Yes.
Yes, Cat.
Keys!
Monday, I will give you the second Hulk movie. Because the first one is just dookie. It's not worth talking about. It's got Zaxx's, which, in the plot of the movie is actually Bruce's father. Yeah.
Okay.
Remember that stupid electrical creature that was just playing batshit logo? Yeah, that was him. That was Bruce's father in the movie. Played by... fucking... What's that nut that... oh, God, I can't remember his name.
What?
The actor that played Bruce's... You didn't see it, so you wouldn't know, but Bruce's father in... Oh, God. Nick Nolte.
Gee, wouldn't that be the Thunderbolt Ross guy?
You would have thought, yeah. But no, Thunderbolt Ross was actually played pretty well.
Who did him?
He's that character actor you see in everything. He's always got a mustache.
Sam Elliott?
No, not that.
Character actor.
Actually, Sam Elliott was in the first one.
Okay.
But not as the Pop or Thunderbolt Ross. As we established, I didn't really need to say that again.
Yeah, that was pretty clear.
But no, there was radioactive fucking poodles.
Ugh.
and it's a zag, and because we need a pronunciation guy.
Enough with the
I'm gonna
pronunciation
harp on
guy.
this until we get one.
Madness. So what do you actually own? Not have what do you actually own for superhero movies?
Oh, well,
You own
not
Batman.
copies.
Not copies.
Not copies. I own Batman and Dark Knight.
Batman Begins and Dark Knight.
Well, yeah.
Didn't I buy you the very first Batman, though, too?
No.
No?
Never
I thought
did.
I did.
You said you came up with a better idea. You were toying with that. So, yeah. Batman Begins, Dark Knight, both Hellboys, all the X-Men's, all the Supermans. Not the Supermans. I don't own any Supermans, actually.
Really?
Yeah. Spider-Man is the one I was. All three Spider-Mans.
You have the third one?
Yeah.
Okay. Never seen that either.
Not that I really enjoy it all that much, but it's a completist thing. Hi, Scarlett.
So, does that mean you'll be buying Wolverine to complete the X-Men?
No, I'm not that completist. I'm not so wondrously completist that I have to be that stupid. And then there's not copies. Iron Man. And yeah, I think that's it.
Okay.
Because I had to give away my Daredevil as a present that I had forgotten to
The one I
buy
gave you?
for somebody. No, previous to that.
No.
Oh no, now I do have that one. Yes.
Okay, so I got your back.
I had a copy because I had to make a copy so I could give away the one I already had as a present that I didn't buy previously for somebody.
Always a good moment.
It's a bad moment.
So now,
you have damn near every movie on the planet
I
to
own
begin
very
with.
few comic book movies. I have the first two Spider-Men, the
Yeah.
first two X-Men,
Yeah.
and I'm done with both. I have Daredevil, which I actually really enjoyed.
Yeah.
I have Iron Man.
Mm-hmm.
I have the very first Hellboy.
Yep.
I have Batman Begins.
Yep. You did check out too, though, right?
And I started to watch it, and then time ran out.
Ah.
Just,
Okay.
and Screw Top Head, the animated Mike Mignola cartoon. And Akira, if you count that.
You can kind of count it because it does have its own book, and it did have the book before the movie. So yeah, I guess you can count Akira.
And that's about it. Except I have the Tick television series and the first two seasons of the Tick cartoon. Because that's me. That's how I love it.
Such a great show.
Did you finish Robot Chicken season 1 yet?
No.
No, still working your way through that
Yeah.
one?
Between Overtime and Girls.
Isn't it exciting to be able to say that?
Yes, it is. We here at the Mean Geek understand and appreciate that it can take some amount of time for nerdy folk to engage in relations.
Oh, yes, it's ladies' night. Oh, what a night.
So, that's movies.
So, all right, pop quiz. You
Yes,
ready?
sounds
Top
good.
5
Oh, no.
projects you'd like to see go to film that there are no current plans for.
No current plans. Well, I don't have quite all the tracking going on
That you know
all
of.
plans. Wow.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind seeing... Oh, goodness.
The Dingbats of Danger Street.
No one wants to see the Dingbats of Danger Street.
The Forever People.
No, goodness, what the hell are you talking about?
See, you'd watch the Dingbats over the Forever People, wouldn't you?
Fucking Forever People. I think that in the right writer and director's hands, there could be a good Suicide Squad movie.
I think
They would have to reshape things because you wouldn't have all the characters' backstories. You would never have enough time to make that worthwhile.
Right.
But if they set things up with new characters and they simply said these characters were criminals of a tremendous level, and if they make it through this mission, well, they'll get a full pardon. I think you could get a good flick out of that.
I think you'd almost be better off. I would kind of enjoy that, but I think that would almost work better as a series. Like a television.
Yeah.
Like a Birds of Prey kind of thing.
Yeah.
You open with one criminal getting arrested, doing the whole superhero thing to establish the world, and then move them into that realm.
Sure. No, I never did catch that.
What, Birds of Prey?
Yeah.
I'm surprised you haven't Netflixed that or...
I think about it occasionally, and I'm like, you know what? This queue is way too fucking long as it stands.
I got like 192 movies in there.
Jesus, it's going to take you 5 years to get through that shit.
Well, Christine looks at it and she's like, I don't know any of these. I'm like, there are 52 spaghetti westerns in there. You're not supposed to. And there are 8 films for her in there. Let's be fair, Rachel getting married was not on my list.
Yeah, well, yes, there's valid reasons for that.
But, all right, so that's one, the Suicide Squad.
Suicide Squad. I think that a property dying for a film is Congarilla.
You're a jackass.
We could have Tim Burton do it.
You just want me to have to go to the theater and be like, I'd like one ticket for Congarilla.
I would love to be there that day. I would hide a camera in your...
I guarantee, I'll tell you exactly what I do, because I have a character flaws up the wazoo. I would have you buy your ticket and be like, one for what he got. Because I ain't saying Congarilla in public. I'll go. We all know that I'll go see it. I saw League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
Having established that plan, I will buy my ticket online ahead.
Douche.
Tell you, I forgot to get it online.
Do you really want to list Congarilla in your top 5? Are you being...
I'm totally lying out my ass.
Because I read the Congarilla comic you gave me, and that was painful to the nth degree. And that was well before Cry for Justice tried to make monkey superheroes popular again. With that and the League of Atlas. Yeah. Hi, I'm Bob, the chimp superhero.
Did you look in this week's batch?
No.
You should look in this week's batch right now. You should do it. You should go get this week's batch of homework.
Do it. What's in there? Just tell me. I'm not getting up.
No. It's going to be a reaction. I need the reaction. All right. Pull it out. Go through this week's batch.
Are we on?
We're on.
Oh, yeah.
Let's hear it.
Batgirl.
No, that's not it.
Batman and Robin.
That's not it.
Avengers.
That's not it. That's not
Armor
it.
Wars.
Ba-da! I'm waiting.
I fucking loathe you.
Oh, come on.
Hit Monkey.
Come on. It's a monkey.
It's a monkey hitman, and I'd like to add the fact that hit is spelled H-banana-T.
I can't wait till you read that. Hit monkey? Come on, you love monkeys.
Did this come from some? I mean, how did this just happen?
I don't know. It was on the rack.
This comic originally appeared on Marvel Digital Comics.
Oh, well, that explains everything. They'll publish anything digital. And there we are. Come on, hit monkeys. What are you going to do? You love monkeys.
Billy, why do you drink?
You've got a monkey fetish.
I do not have a monkey fetish. I do love monkeys, but not in a way that keeps me warm at night.
All right, so I have Suicide Squad, which would do better as a TV show.
Congarilla, which you don't even want to watch.
Which I was lying. That's not real. I don't want to see Congarilla on screen. I could sit there going, oh, Jesus, what am I fucking looking at? Which I really did with... You know what? Mice Templar would be pretty cool.
Yeah, you'd have to animate it, but absolutely.
Well, yeah, absolutely. I got no problem with it being animated. I would love watching Mice Templar on the big screen. And then there's, let's see. It's not in development that I know of. Wow. it's kind of tough.
There's a
'Cause
lot in
so
development right
many
now.
of them. Preacher got into development, and then it went bye-bye.
Oh, it's already dead.
Yeah,
I hadn't heard that.
it's over.
Yeah.
They can't get in. They're like, we don't. Okay. This is too deep and too violent. Wait, how can it be too violent? You got things like John Woo out there. It's like we don't.
It's the creepy sexuality aspect.
Yeah, almost certainly. But they got Walking Dead coming out on AMC, so I don't have to wish for that.
Really?
Yeah.
Intriguing.
Goodness. What would I like to see that isn't being thought of right now? I don't know. Because I can deal with plenty, or I can, deal with not having plenty. So, Starjammers? I don't think so. I don't need to see a Starjammer.
How pissed would you be if you went to the Starjammers movie and it was awesome?
I would be pretty rich.
You're sitting there with a Chod action figure on your desk.
With a removable little marsupial thing for his shoulder.
How many Starjammers can you name?
Oh, jeez. Chod, Binary, Corsair. Oh, jeez. It's been years since I read a Starjammer story. Yeah, that's about it.
The Skunk Woman?
I don't remember what
Hepzibah or something?
Oh, Hepzibah, yeah.
And then there was the dude with the mustache and the one eye who I don't remember at all.
Oh, yeah, him.
And him! Now on screen in Starjammers, the sucky motion picture. Wow, dude, you were just picking some awful choices here. Starjammers and Kongorilla.
No, I'm not picking them.
Your
I'm
fandom
saying
for
things like
Starjammers is on. It's out in the ether now. I,
Nobody
the
really-
Tech Jedi, love Starjammers.
You'll note that that's not my voice.
Yeah, but voices sound weird over the air like this.
No, they don't. They
Yeah,
sound weird to the people who have recorded them. They sound just exactly the same to everybody else.
Exactly the same to everybody else.
Oh,
I'm the Tech
shitbag.
Jedi. I love me some Starjammer. There you go. You feel better now that you
Bless you,
said it. You know.
fuckers. No, I don't think I can handle a Starjammers movie.
Be fair, it'd be Starjammers, the motion picture.
Yeah, sure, fine. Yeah, okay. I might be interested in an Alien Legion movie.
All right, I can see that.
That could be interesting.
I gave you a ton of those, didn't I?
Yeah, shitload of them. Ooh. Yeah, I'd watch a Booster Gold movie, but I'm not exactly looking forward to the prospect.
It'd only be awesome if Blue Beetle were in it.
Yes, I would be happy with that. If they put the two of them in a Booster Gold movie, that I would look forward to. By himself, I don't care. They've been developing Justice League forever and a day, so
Can't be done.
technically that doesn't count.
Cannot be done.
Probably not. Not without a lot of build-up like the Avengers are doing.
Even with that, there's too many dissimilar. And how are you going to put Christian Bale's Batman in the Justice League movie?
Well, he's already said that he's not going to do it.
There you go.
If they make one, he's not going to be the Batman for it.
And you start entering that road where you're making it with different Batman. Like, that's the one thing Marvel's doing incredibly right, is building these things with franchised actors who are willing to carry on into other aspects. You've got Nick Fury in multiple films. You've got Iron Man making guest appearances. They're doing things much smarter than that.
I would definitely like to see a standalone S.H.I.E.L.D. movie. Absolutely. A good high-tech spy flick with with Nick Fury in charge? Shit, yeah. Probably not Sam Jackson, actually. Because the number of good movies he's actually had
Involve Quentin Tarantino?
well, they involve Quentin Tarantino, and that's about it. But no, and definitely not fucking Hasselhoff. Fuck a Hasselhoff.
Bet you would.
I would not eat. Well, strictly speaking, his daughter would be a Hasselhoff, so... What?
I have no idea. Is she like 12? I know nothing about her Hasselhoff.
I don't even know if he has one. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I just
But
assumed it
strictly
was a minor.
speaking, if he had a daughter and she was of, in fact, legal age, I could fuck a Hasselhoff.
All right, this conversation is going horribly awry.
This
Abort!
is nothing
Abort!
new,
Abort! Run, Forrest, run!
Nothing new.
Hi, kids. This is Irreverent. I'd like to apologize for the way this Hasselhoff conversation has gone. We hold no disrespect for David or his family, and we wish them nothing but the best.
Again, not strictly accurate.
All right. Well, as long as he doesn't make any more S.H.I.E.L.D. movies.
Yeah. As long as he's away from S.H.I.E.L.D., Hasselhoff can live his life as he pleases.
All right. So, S.H.I.E.L.D.,
Yeah.
Kongorilla, Starjammers,
No Kongorilla.
Alien Legion, Suicide Squad.
I keep telling you I'm not up for some things, and you keep putting them back into my
You
list.
definitely said pro Kongorilla.
No, I didn't. We can rewind.
You may have changed your mind afterwards, but your original statement was, I'd like to see.
Is there anything better than a camera behind a running Scarlett Johansson?
Your love for Scarlett Johansson is semi-terrifying.
Knows no bounds.
Favorite Johansson movie?
Probably this one.
All right.
It was Lost in Translation. She was still like 12.
So the movie doesn't matter. It's her age of consent. That's really what you're deciding
Well,
favoritism
sure.
by.
Come
Jesus
on,
H.
work with
Christ.
me here. No, that was an excellent movie. It was just she was 12, so forget it. Ooh, I forgot about that part.
That hurts like a son bitch. All right, so what else you got?
I'm thinking. I need time. Oof. Take it easy. Oh yeah, I gotta have an Invisibles movie. No, totally not. I would really love to see the Wonder Woman movie, but they've been developing that, so that doesn't count in this context. You've already got your list, don't you?
No idea, but I'm
No?
sure I can do it faster than this. Fiasco.
Yeah. All right, well, we'll go with Kongorilla and Starjammers and Alien Legion and Suicide Squad then. All right, we're ready. Let's hear your...
All right, Green Arrow, day one.
That's been being
I don't
developed.
know that, though. I had no idea.
You do now. Except for
bet.
some bizarre reason they wanted to call it Supermax.
What?
Yeah.
Are you fucking with me?
No, I'm not. There was going to be a prison involved somehow, and they wanted to call it Supermax.
So it wasn't actually a Green Arrow movie.
No, Green Arrow was going to be in it.
In Supermax.
It was going to be his movie.
It's not apparently his movie. It's Supermax's movie.
I didn't
Which
understand
sounds like
it.
something that involves a kid and his flying super dog.
I'd
The
love to
terrorists are going to blow up my mom, Supermax. Rough for vengeance. No, I will not watch Supermax. That sounds appalling.
That was funny.
Um,
So Green Arrow.
Green Arrow most definitively down that for like a second. I would actually watch over S.H.I.E.L.D., although I think that's intriguing.
Yeah.
Nick Fury and the Howling Commandos movie.
Oh, good point.
And you definitely would not be Samuel L. Jackson.
Yes.
But I would totally be over the Howling Commandos film. I would watch I'd like to see a television cartoon based on Invincible. I think that would be pretty damn awesome.
Yeah, that would be a lot of fun.
A Major Bummer film.
You and Major Bummer, man.
And the Heckler, dude. My love for certain comics holds no bounds.
The Heckler.
I'm the only Heckler fan. Keith Giffen's like, fuck, I wrote that. Damn acid. But I love the Heckler so much, I can't even put it in words.
The Heckler.
And I would actually like to re-see a Shadow movie that does not suck.
You know, I did not think The Shadow was that bad.
You were wrong.
No, I really don't think I am.
Okay. Well, we're going to find the shadow and rewatch it, and we're going to tape a podcast while doing so.
All right.
So that I can confront that and be like, hey, look at that acting moment. What a triumph.
Well, I mean, it was a Baldwin. There's only so much you can do.
Hey, don't mock Alec Baldwin.
Why
30
not?
Rock, Glengarry Glen Ross, The Departed. There's a hell lot of people out there that you like who haven't done anything that cool in their entire career.
Okay, so that's 3.
That's a more than...
Out of how many? Which Baldwin was in Beetlejuice?
Alec. Same one.
Yeah.
A
Whole lot thinner and younger.
Hunt for Red October, Alec Baldwin.
Yeah.
Outside Providence, Alec Baldwin.
I don't remember if I even saw that one.
That's Farrelly's.
Forelli's?
Didn't know they were Italian. All right, so is that 5? What? Oh, yeah. Green Arrow,
Yeah.
The Invincible Thing.
Yeah.
Supermax, obviously. Good God. What else did I say? The Shadow.
Yeah.
There's another one too. What else did I say?
You hadn't hit that yet. One more.
All right. Oh, Nick Fury and the Howling Commandos was 4. There you go. So that's either 4 or 5. Well, I'll give you another just to prove. And let's see. That's not in production that I would like to watch.
Yeah.
I suppose the Heckler would be a bad film to enjoy. Ambush Bug seems nigh unfilmable.
Did you watch an Impossible Man flick?
Even I don't endorse the Impossible Man. All right, and I'm not watching Batmite the movie either. Although watching him shrink down Christian Bale and put a mustache on him would be hysterical.
I would be so ready for that.
Yeah, yes, you would.
Oh, shrinking down Christian Bale.
I'd like to see a new Conan film that doesn't blow too. Actually,
Yeah, they've thought about that a couple of times, but it never goes anywhere.
but yeah, there you go. I mean, there's a lot of projects out there, and then there's more obscure things. You know, well, right, Major Bummer's pretty goddamn obscure, but that's just the Heckler. Kids, just look into the Heckler. I'm telling you, it's awesome. 6 issues of comedy gold.
Yeah. So anyhow, what else we got today?
All right, give me 5 projects that will never make it on, or impossible. We tried this.
Well,
we talked about what
we did-
other people consider unfilmable. What do you consider unfilmable?
What could they never do properly? Ooh.
No fair saying Batmite.
I don't think they'll ever do a Mr. Mxyzptlk movie, right?
They might do him in Superman, though. I mean, yeah, shit. After they made Superman Returns, anything's possible.
Yeah, there's that. You know, they're talking about rebooting that motherfucker already.
What, Superman?
Yeah.
Well,
Starting from scratch.
what a shock. That film laid there like a dog turd in a buddy's house.
Oh, why can't we just have a good Superman flick? Why do we have to start from scratch, though?
It's too powerful. Too difficult. Superman is nigh impossible because, seriously, outside of comics, if you had a guy who has super strength, super speed, super hearing, super breathing, super laser eyes, bangs a hot newspaper reporter, and
But they
his
have
number one enemy is, I'm very bright and bald.
See, but they don't have to reestablish all those powers.
You take him away, and then you got the complaints. That's the thing. You know, that's not Superman. That's Flying Power Guy.
Well, I mean,
Or Supermax.
crazy. Crisis did away with a lot of his. You know, they toned down. They didn't remove his abilities. They toned them the fuck down.
Yeah, well, because no one wants to read, I'm Superman who can run and jump over a building but cannot fly. You know, the old school Superman has some definite flaws to him.
Oh, he's got a lot of flaws.
Oh, I just banged my butt against the top of that building. Better jump a little higher, Nick. No.
No, but you remember he was moving entire planets.
Yeah, but come on, dude. He also fought Nuclear Tron or whatever. and almost got his ass whipped by, of
Nuclear
all people,
Man. Of all people,
your favorite stand-up comedian outside of Bill Cosby, Richard Pryor.
yeah,
That should never happen.
yeah. Well, I just want to sit through a fucking origin again, man. Who doesn't know he's from Krypton?
Yeah, they tried that in Returns, though. They didn't have the origin.
Yeah,
And look what
'cause
happened.
they didn't need it.
Yes, it did.
Who needed it?
Well, do you think that film was better than an origin retelling would have been? Do you really think the world was clamoring for a sequel to the Richard Donner films? Or do you think starting from scratch might have been the way to go?
Well, considering the length of time, they could have got away with rebooting.
Hey,
But
you
I
know
don't think we just had a Superman movie.
But it didn't
Everybody,
reboot. It was it's actually Superman 5,
yeah.
The Quest for Suck. So,
But everybody's reminded about Superman, and they're like, "Oh yeah, he's a strange visitor from another planet with powers and abilities far beyond mortal man."
I understand your point, but I want you to think of it this way. Batman Begins is closer in age to Tim Burton's Batman than Superman Returns was to the first Superman.
All right.
So a
That's good
revamp
point.
is actually further away from the original.
Yeah, that's fine. I can see that.
You know, and look how well Halloween did when Rob Zombie redid it, despite the fact that Halloween H2 suck. And yes, that's what I do, kids. That's my role. Is
Just
I
add
start
the
a
word
title
suck
and then I switch out a
on the
word
end
with
of it.
suck. Try it at home. How's your dinner, Bobby? These peas are aw suck, Mom.
Hey, Ewan, you might want to step aside from that rattler there.
But yeah, that I honestly feel that if they had gone with although Brandon Routh is not doing a ton for me as Superman.
Nah, he caught Clark Kent okay. I wasn't really...
What, you mean he's a dork?
Yeah,
I mean,
totally, yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what I mean.
but let's face it, Spider-Man nailed everybody. J. Jonah Jameson was the best part of the first movie.
I trust my barber.
I rooted for that dude. I'm like, publish another paper, man! That guy was spot on.
Although a lot of people say his treatment in 3 was really, really bad.
3?
Yeah.
I don't watch 3.
Well, I didn't find anything wrong with it, but, you know, what are they going to do?
The fact of the matter is that getting the little things right is the key component to comic book movies.
Yeah.
You know, it's not hard to write a script in which the guy with superpowers does cool shit. It's hard to make it look decent. They've proven that. But, hey, and then he picks up the bank and hits the bank robber with it. All right, got it, Bob. You've really grasped how comic book movies work. But it's getting the little things that
Thanagary
appeal.
and Snare Beasts.
Yeah. You've lost your powers here in the North Pole, so I'm going to have Cal Penn kick you in the face. Ha, ha, ha.
Cal Penn.
Think back to Superman.
I'm trying. I can't. In the Arctic? He wasn't in the Arctic at the time.
They were in snow, dude.
In Returns? No, surely not.
I think it's time for a little return watching. Return to return.
Yeah, that's a bad idea. But they weren't. Yeah,
There it is.
I think I remember the scene. But all right, so it may or may not be possible at this point to reboot Superman properly.
I think they have a better chance of rebooting than they do of following up on the last one. I think the only way to go with a Superman flick after that would be the reboot. Like, what are you going to do? Just like, it's already been established that we can't make a Superman movie, but hey, we're going to try again. It's just like Star Trek needed a reboot.
Yeah, but Star Trek had 10,
Superman has 5.
8 of which were horrifyingly bad.
You like 2 and...
1 was, acceptable.
I love how that you pretend that you like 1 because it's like
No.
smarter
I
science.
mean, there was 1.
Oh.
Is not.
Okay.
No, the motion picture bored the ever living fuck out of me. I'm not gonna cover that up.
I am a robot that's become sentient, so I'm coming back home to tell you that I'm a robot who's become sentient. What? Really?
And I'm from a race of incredibly promiscuous and hot people, but hey, for the context of this story, I've taken a celibacy vow. Fuck off!
Nanu Morco.
Where the hell did that come from?
Just throw shit out.
Nanu Mor... Okay, you're done. You're cut off. Do what?
I've only had 2. I'm good.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I've behaved.
Yeah, you sure you have?
All right,
Impossible movies. I'm not sure. Nah, we covered this in 15.
What's up?
Sandman.
Yeah, I still think Sandman is filmable. You have to break down in small installments, and you'd have to nail everything.
Every last bit of it.
Because that's a fan base that will eat your brain for a nickel.
All the goth kids get up in arms, you know.
Are there still goths? I mean, I just don't run into them anymore. I assume they're still out there.
There's no more in this town. I mean, they're still running around. So, God, there's plenty of them. But utterly impossible? I mean, there's some pointless ones. I wouldn't want to see a Guardians of the Galaxy movie. I don't care what Abnett and Lanning are doing with it right now.
All right, let me say that impossible to make a decent movie. Because you can make anything. I mean, God knows.
You know, no one would ever go for a humorous She-Hulk movie.
No, that'd be very hard. Because the whole fourth wall aspect is a big part of it, and that'd be nigh impossible. Also, you know, people uncomfortable finding hot chicks green hot.
I have no difficulty finding green chicks hot.
Prove that in Star Trek.
Didn't you see? Yeah, I was about to say, didn't you see Star Trek? Hello, green, hot. Hi, how are you?
All right, what else you got? So you've
The trouble would be finding an actress for it, because when she's Hulk form, she's like 6'8".
What? So you've got She-Hulk. You've got.
Actually, that was my first real valid.
Oh dear
one.
Lord.
We keep getting digressed. What do you want? Why don't you just whip out yours and
Excuse me?
your list? Your list? Your list?
Come on. 4 more. Speed it up.
Oh, I don't know what I'm doing with this shit. You know that.
All right.
My
5.
top 5 lists are about as effective as a wet noodle.
All right. Top 5 unfilmed. The Spectre.
Oh, that's a very good point.
I'm 300 feet tall, and yet I get involved in housewife squabbles and bring people back. No, get the hell out of here. All right, that'd be like making the Hitcher series into a movie.
You.
Unfilmable books.
You'd need so much build-up for Kingdom Come. It just couldn't happen.
You know, it's not that. It really isn't that hard if you really spend some time thinking about it. Red Tornado.
You.
Yeah. All right. I'm a robot who creates parts of my body into tornadoes.
That would be boring as whale shit.
Machine Man.
Oh, wow. Impossible to do well. Yes, I'm down with that.
Red Arrow.
That'd be a subset of Green Arrow, but
I've taken heroin and now I'm an arrow flinging superhero. No.
Yeah, who the hell would go for that?
Yeah, an ex-child prodigy named Speedy. You might as well cast Bobcat Goldthwait and go for the full comedy value. Fuck Chuckles the Clown, I'm Speedy the Archer.
Sweaty girl Scarlett Johansson.
Barbed Wire. Oh, wait, no, it was approved unfilmable.
No, they could make a good ghost movie, so they wouldn't... Nah, that wouldn't be difficult at all to make well.
Sludge is unfilmable.
Ew.
Ew. Lord Pumpkinhead. There's so many out there, really. So many things that would be too hard to translate. As for miniseries, I mean, good God. Elektra Assassin, anyone?
Oh my God, that was a drug trip that I don't ever need again. What the fuck was Frank on when he wrote that?
Dude, remember, that was right before we started doing RoboCops 2 and 3 and RoboCop versus Terminator.
I read that many years ago. Many years ago. And I had read so many things and had such a full life between since.
Holy crap, I'm choking to death because of that comment.
That I read so many other things. Yeah, I didn't remember it. It was so long, I don't remember shit about it. I got as far as the page that was just block after endless block of text and these postage stamps that were supposed to be art. And I was like, you know what? I'm fucking done with this thing. I can't understand what he's saying. I don't know why she's thinking what she's thinking. Fuck this. All right, what, you think you want to wrap up this abortion of an episode?
Hey, sometimes you got to step to the dark side of life and say, I'm not going to talk about a goddamn comic. I'm going to spend 50 minutes or so talking about comic book movies and pissing off the Tech Jedi. And today I stepped that right.
Yeah, you've succeeded in your daily mission.
I feel satisfied.
Yes, well, satisfied. This motherfucker. Yow!
Horrible. Absolutely horrible. All right, so kids.
Oh, wait, Scarlett Johansson in a French maid costume? That's great.
Just to remind you,
a nurse costume is even better. What? What? Don't just shake your head at me.
You're a prevert.
I say things everyone else only thinks.
Just remember, kids, the Tech Jedi's favorite comic book movie?
Careful.
Catwoman.
That's not true at all.
Catwoman.
Stop that right there.
Accept it.
No. There's nothing to accept.
Catwoman.
Fuck that.
That's why it's your favorite.
No, that's not true. Great. Now I'm about to say, no, I would never fuck Halle Berry. And now I got to be a racist, but...
Really? That you would never... Just because she's black? That's horrifying.
No, because...
You're a horrible person.
See, that's exactly what I said. Didn't I say that if I said, fuck Catwoman, I would never accept... would never accept that movie. See, this is where it's going. I would, in fact, fuck Halle Berry.
I knew this. That was a given.
Kids, have a good night.
That is all.
The Mean Geek is recorded live at the Reverend Mad Duck's apartment whenever the hell we can get to it. You can find us on iTunes, Podcast Alley, Facebook, Comic Space, our own site, www.themeangeek.com. Subscribe to us through RSS, and most importantly, find us as a proud member on the Comics Podcast Network. Contact us directly through email at themeanergeek@gmail.com.